I am delighted to be joined by Ronia Fraser this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us, Ronnie. You are a presenter at the NLP conference in May, which is really exciting. And your topic is, I'm going to have to refer to this, it's a long title. Your topic is toxic connectivity, trauma bonding, how to safely disconnect and regain agency. Now, I know, that obviously covers the area that you specialize in. So to start off with, do please tell us a little bit more about yourself and your presentation.
Yeah, you're right. It's a very long title. It didn't seem that long on paper, but at least you know what you get, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, so my name is Ronia Fraser, and I'm a multi-award-winning trauma recovery coach, clinical hypnotherapist, NLP master practitioner, NLP trainer. It's my second time presenting at the NLP conference, and I love NLP. And I think a lot of our community knows me already anyway by now, because I'm always somewhere around. So I'm really, really delighted to share the talk, because that particular topic, I mean, I specialize in narcissistic abuse, not assuming that everybody knows who I am. So that's my thing. I'm a leading expert in narcissistic abuse recovery. And the topic of the talk is about trauma bonding. And it's actually something that's not specific to narcissistic abuse, and it's very, very common. And what I found, based on my personal experience with trauma, but also from a professional aspect, that's actually an area that's not well understood, and where the healing oftentimes then falls short. That's kind of like the wall that the therapist hits with their client, or the survivor hits with their healing. And same as with narcissistic abuse, once we become aware of it, we can actually spot it, and then we can do something about it. And it's so eye-opening once we realize what it is that we're dealing with. And yeah, that's why I'm really, really excited to present on that particular topic, because I think it's going to be incredibly useful, not only for us as practitioners helping other people, but also for a lot of people that have found themselves in situations where they kind of were bonded to another human being, and just it felt impossible to leave, or they kept going back. Maybe, I think we all have that friend that keeps going back to a really unhealthy relationship.
Yes.
And not from the outside looking in, we're like, what are you doing? And yes. I know for myself, I've been in that situation myself.
Right.
And of course, working with abuse survivors in a professional context, I see it all the time. And that's why I think it's such a complex but super interesting and insightful topic to talk about, because once it's understood, we can make such a change in how the healing, the recovery unfolds.
Absolutely. And as you say, it's being aware of it, isn't it? Is 50% of the battle is being aware of it. So I think that's so important for people. So Ronia, what would delegates take away from your session?
Well, first of all, what trauma bonding is. And it's a word that's being used more and more, but it's not like this kind of mainstream word just yet. So just having the awareness of what it is that we're actually talking about. What does it mean? How does it look like? How does it sound like? How does it feel like? How can we recognize it in ourselves or in our clients? Especially, as I said, when we're feeling kind of stuck. May there be a different reason. I'll be sharing with you how it happens, which actually has a lot to do with our brain chemistry and what happens there. That's actually where the key lies. And most importantly, because I'm all about the healing and the recovery, right? That's what I'm passionate about. So I'll be talking about what can we actually do about it? How can we disconnect this trauma bond and allow our client, or maybe ourselves, to actually regain our agency and being a full functioning human being again.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, so what can delegates do before your session to give themselves sort of either a deeper experience, if you like, a better understanding of your session?
I don't think there is any preparation
Brilliant.
necessary. I just, as always, would like to invite everybody to be curious and open, and maybe even leave what you think you know outside the door, and just come in and allow yourself to pick up what's important for you. I think that's the best approach for that particular topic, because, as I said, it's quite complex, but at the same time incredibly eye-opening.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there will be quite a few aha moments, light bulb moments, where it's like, oh my goodness, now this finally makes sense. So it doesn't matter whether you know about it, whether you don't know about it. Just be curious and then pleasantly surprised what you take from it.
Absolutely, that's brilliant, and I think that's a key thing, isn't it, for NLP professionals, is just be curious.
Yeah.
So Ronia, we've met at various conferences, and you, as you say, you've been a presenter at the conference before. So what does the NLP International Conference mean to you?
I love the NLP conference. I look forward to it every year, and I'm very much looking forward to it this year because we're having a conference in person again. And of course, for one, it gives me a platform because I'm very passionate about what I do, and NLP has played such a huge part in my own life, and I use it extensively in my work. So of course, I appreciate that. But I also love the community aspect of it, because we are like-minded people. We are curious, as you said. We always want to learn more. We always are interested in bettering ourselves, and just having the community, the networking. I've met incredible people at the NLP conference that I'm still close with some, I work together with others, I've become friends, or maybe even both. And I'm really looking forward to coming to London and be allowed to mingle again.
Yes, yes, you and me both. So as I said, Ronia Fraser is presenting at the NLP conference. You're coming to the in-person element, which is amazing, and you are presenting virtually on Sunday, the 21st of May, and your presentation is at 15:30 British Summer Time. So people will be able to, you'll be able to attend that live on Sunday, the 21st. And just to remind people that the topic is toxic connectivity, trauma bonding, how to safely disconnect and regain agency. So thank you, Ronia, for spending time with us, explaining a little bit more about that, and really looking forward to seeing you in May.
Likewise. Thank you so much for having me.